Uh-oh. Tifa has been censored again, and fans are angry. Let's check this out. So, it says here, 4 years after release, Square Enix censors Tifa's cowgirl outfit in Final Fantasy VII Remake. 4 years after. Okay, so I assume it's because of some type of outcry. Let's check this out. While fans had hoped that recent moves by Squanks were a sign that their infamous ethics department was no more, a recent and censorious update to Tifa Lockhart's Nibelheim character model in the 4-year-old Final Fantasy VII Remake suggests this is far from the case. Pushed out to all versions of the game on February 26th, this update for Final Fantasy VII Remake released with only a brief patch note indicating that its dev team had made fixes to several bugs. However, fans quickly discovered that Square Enix's changes ran deeper than the simple coding update. In a thread, which was unsurprisingly later locked by moderators, discussing the exact content of the 8 GB update, Steam user Briarpack noticed that the patch also edited Tifa's flashback outfit to show less cleavage. So there's the before and after. You guys see it? And it's like, it's so minuscule, and there's not a lot of cleavage shown. And it looks like a lot of shadow, in the top picture. Okay. Sure enough, during Cloud's Chapter 7 flashback and her role in the Nibelheim reactor incident, Tifa's cowgirl outfit now has her previously exposed cleavage now covered up with an undershirt. This brings her model in line with how it appears in the demo for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Interesting, I even noticed. And suggested that sometime in the 4 years since Remake hit the shelves, Square Enix felt her appearance had to be corrected. Combined with the recent censorship of the game's panty stealing scene, many fans... I played it twice when I was a teenager. I don't remember any panty stealing scene, but okay. Many fans have taken the remake patch as proof positive that the company's aforementioned ethics department is alive and well. First unveiled in the world, to the world in 2019 after Final Fantasy VII Remake series, director Tetsuya Nomura confirmed that Tifa's chest had been tightened in Remake based on the department's recommendations. Square Enix originally claimed that its only function was to evaluate game content to make sure it aligned with the anticipated age ratings standards across the globe. However, in 2022, job listing revealed that the ethics department's duties also entailed checking all game expressions, including scenarios, illustrations, designs, and effects, to ensure that they do not contain expressions that are discriminatory, prejudicial, or offensive. As noted above, this censorious move have unfortunately come after a pair of recent developments had given rise to fan hopes that Square Enix had shuttered the department's entire operations. The first of these developments came in January, when per a report From Niche Gamer, it was discovered that the ethics department's recruitment page had been taken and still remains offline. The second was the reveal of Tifa's wardrobe options for her upcoming trip to Costa del Sol in Final Fantasy Rebirth, in addition to the casual beach wear worn by the girls in the game's final trailer. A clip shared by Japanese video game news outlet Famitsu revealed that Tifa, as well as Aerith, would also have the option to hit the beach in a particularly flattering bikini. Unfortunately, despite the fact that such normally presumed the ethics department's targets as Tifa's deep cleavage and Cloud clearly gawping at her chest, gawping? I thought it's gawking at her chest, made it into Rebirth, it now seems their inclusion was more of a fluke than actual sign of change. With Square Enix. So what do you think? What do you think's going on? Have they bent the knee? What has happened in those 4 years? Like, my whole question is, well, why didn't you do it then? And, you know, like, I personally don't care. Like, I'm not, you know, I know there are guys out there that are attracted to cartoon characters and to CGI characters. I am not. I've always found these discussions rather funny. However, I am curious about this, cautious about small changes like this, because small changes creep into big changes. And the fans notice, and it irritates them more and more and more and more. So, I mean, the companies are aware. They know what they're doing. Obviously, they know what they're doing. And what I mean is they're conscious of what they're doing. So, you know, I really don't know what to say to this other than when I hear about these changes and censorship, it just makes me curious. You know, sometimes just small changes here and there that really don't matter. Like, I didn't care about the whole Rogue thing at all whatsoever. I just made a funny video talking about it because a lot of people were mad, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But it's just, things can start small and move to big. You know what I mean? And that's when, you know, your ears perk up because you're like, okay, now they're changing this. I'm saying, what else are they going to creep in and change later? And then they make unnecessary changes because there's oversensitive people out there and everything. So it's just really stupid. But we'll see what they do. We'll see what happens in the future. I'm sure they're enjoying their backlash right now. So let me know what you guys all think. I know some of you are more of the lines of just artistic expression. It was that way. Leave it the way it was. There's no need to change it. And I get you. I totally understand that. So I don't have a problem with people that are for the change or not for the change, or whether they're in the middle like me. And it's kind of like, you know, one thing I don't like is when they uglify the characters. It's like, the character was attractive. Why make her face, and it's always the women, why make her face look more like a man's? Why? Or why? What is that? You know, or why just make her uglier or less attractive? They don't have to do that. 10 million subscribers.